Okay, and my other question is, when you are new to FasterEFT and you don't feel as linked to recognising memories of your childhood to specifics about money or whatever, does that develop and become clearer as you tap? I.e., are we opening our conscious mind and we will remember more memories more freely as time goes on? When you don't feel as linked to recognising memories of your childhood to specifics about money or whatever, does that develop and become clearer as you tap?
Well, we keep talking about money. Of course, money is not the problem.
It's the feeling around money.
So this is how you do it. Anything that involves with finances, value, whether you're paying your bills, the car you drive, if you appreciate and love what you have, you like what you have, because see, here's the problem with people. They hate their life, they hate where they are. They reaffirm it over and over again. The bills come in, they hate the bills, they get upset with bills, they look in their wallet, and that's another trigger. And so they're practicing all this dislike. This dislike creates more. So if you actually just let go of it, tap on your financial issues. What I did is, this is what I did. I have a bill come in, whether it was electric bill, water bill, or car payment. I always add more. And as I add more, I go, yes, it's getting paid off sooner. Just something as easy as that. I get a good feeling when I pay it. I just try to pay more. Now, usually on the electric bill you don't, but on the other bills you do. And so what I do, that's how I do it. I just feel good when I pay it. And my employees will tell you, I pay my bills plus more. All my payments, I pay more, sometimes double what I owe, because I just want to, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good I'm getting free. So again, it's the emotional pieces in and around money. Now also, you have to look at money. If money was a person, who would it be? Probably your mom or your dad. You need to go change those memories. It represents church. You don't want to, holy people don't charge for their services. That's why churches are so large. So the point is, you've got to change your beliefs around money. Get it off of money. Work on yourself.
What about gratitude? Don't you hear any gratitude?
Yeah, be very grateful. That's what I said. Be thankful. Appreciate everything you have. Appreciate what you got. And you know what? Be smart. I'm very smart, I'm frugal. I get a good deal all the time.
So when I was level 1, were we level 1 or level 2? I think we level 1, 2. We had swapping buddies at that stage. And my swapping buddy was V. And because I watched how Robert treated Deidre, I was very careful how I asked Robert questions. I never asked him direct questions because I knew that meant, he would do a thing that we don't do anymore, which is
pick, poke,
and provoke.
We do it later, though.
We do it later, but we don't do it yet. So I was very shy about how I'd ask him questions. But one of the things I hated was I wanted to go to Habilitat. I had just been divorced. I was broke. This is how broke I was when I went to level 1. I was actually going to some of those church groups and getting free food for my kids because I couldn't afford to survive and was paying off my level 1. So I really wanted to go to Habilitat. So I was like, oh. So Robert was in town, and I took him and Deidre to this St. Patty's Day thing. So they're having a couple drinks. So while they're having a couple drinks, I was like, so Robert, this money thing, what do you reckon that's about? And he was like, well, it just depends on the person. I'm like, yeah, I know, but what if they never have any money? I was, oh, well, probably tired of their daddy issues. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Let's go get some pizza. So we went downstairs and got pizza and just kept it completely away from me. So then V was coming over that Saturday, and she was like, we were swapping every week no matter what. And she said, what do you want to work on this week? And I was like, oh, I can't think of anything. And I went, what am I talking about? I don't have any money. So I said, all right, let's tap on money. And V started tapping on my money. And the first memory that came up was about an op shop thing because I came from a very large family. But as she was tapping, this image in my head of my dad kept popping up. And V kept going, what's that? What's that? And I didn't want to say it. But then I remembered Robert going, oh, it's usually about your dad. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, this image of my dad keeps popping up. So what happened was we went to the image. And it was the image of him the day he died. And as we were tapping away, a whole bunch of stuff unfolded. And, you have to know the story, and I don't want to long-wind it. But it was like a domino effect. My dad, as a little girl, used to tell me I was over-emotional and I'd never amount to anything. My dad also told me that when I was 17, I was an alcoholic, and if I didn't go to AA, I could get out. So at 17, you can imagine what I said. See ya. So then I'm there at 24. My dad's sitting at the table. I look up. I know he's about to die. An hour prior to that, he said, I'm a big man. I can admit when I'm right. And he had brought home a bottle of Jack Daniels. Well, the alcoholic in me was like, yes. So when I looked up at the table and I had this sense that he was dying, I didn't say anything. Then V's tapping on me, and all of a sudden there's that image, and I see myself looking up, and I'm thinking, oh, fuck, he was right, but I can't tell him. And just like that, it was a domino effect. And I saw that I was living this legacy of never amounting to anything because he was right. He was right about the alcohol. He must be right about me not amounting to anything. And it had nothing to do, actually, with money. But at that stage, it was a ceiling. And the very interesting thing about it is, and poor V, talk about abreaction, I was all over the place. Because it was huge for me. And the next morning I woke up, it was really funny, I woke up, I'm laying in my bed, and I'm like, you know what? I love this FasterEFT shit. The whole world needs it. And I sat down and started writing my book, and that's how the book came about.
To open up love.